Been here, done that. I'd like to say thank you to Chief Bureau Oliver. I looked at him today and didn't even know who he was because he has on a suit and tie. So congratulations. What I'm going to talk about maybe for 6 or 7 minutes is called self-imposed incarceration. What does that look like? I have 4 felonies. Was sentenced to 20 years in the state penitentiary. I came home. Forget about that previous incarceration. I put myself in prison when I came home within self, believing I couldn't get a job, believing that I was a failure. That's self-imposed. Believing that I was a bad father, believing that I was a bad husband, believing that I was not worthy of anything. I put myself in that prison of self, right? Can you imagine going into your cell and you can close the door or walk out that cell? This self-imposed incarceration, I could have walked out at any time I felt like it, but I was afraid. I was afraid that I couldn't succeed. I was afraid that I couldn't start a business. I was afraid that no one wanted to hear me. I was afraid that my children would never love me again. I was afraid that I would never make my mother proud. All those were self-imposed incarcerations, and they were lies. My mother loves me, my kids love me, and people want me to come in to speak about my story, my journey, and how to come out of self-imposed prison. How do you do it? You believe in yourself. Believe from the lexicon's perspective is have trust and confidence in your ability. I believe that I am somebody. I believe that I matter. I make people listen to me. I make people open doors through education. I make people open doors because of the way I present myself. I refuse to have people look at me as a number. I did a presentation where the shirt says ex-inmate, ex-convict, and so forth, and I put a check mark human. You are human first. Don't let anyone put you in prison to make you feel less than. I don't care what you've done. I don't care what you're going through. You are somebody. Believe in yourself and carry yourself as a human. Someone asked me yesterday on the interview, Wayman, how did you get into schools? I said, brother, I represented me and carry my brand everywhere I go. My brand is me. It's not this logo. It's not this shirt. It's not my business. I carry my brand everywhere I go, speaking with power, speaking with sense and confidence in myself, and saying, you know what? And I'm always smiling. I'm always smiling. I don't care what's going on. So a school called me in and said, Wayman, you know why we want you in? I said, why? He says, because you're always positive. If you carry that energy into your family, into the community, you'll never know who you're talking to. I was sitting across from a man one day talking, not knowing he was a multimillionaire. Just talking. Just being me. Doors open behind that conversation. Sometimes the person that you think is nobody is somebody. They had a woman in this city named Garbage Can Annie. Walking through downtown, eating out of garbage cans, was a multimillionaire. Never knew that by just looking at what she was doing. That woman had a lot of money. So don't let anyone put a label on you. You put your own label on yourself and say that I can and I will succeed. Because self-imposed incarceration is real. I refuse to do it. My daughter came in the room the other day and gave me a hug and said, Daddy, I love you. I'm like, wow, that made me feel good, right? It goes to show you the power of being who you are, that your children want to be around you and not afraid of you. Not using intimidation to get them to do things, not using manipulation, but using this powerful word called love. J. Edgar Hoover said the most powerful weapon that Martin Luther King had was love. That's what they were afraid of. How powerful can you be using love in your community and in your family? Because we all want that common denominator, love and acceptance. But stop using self-imposed incarceration to put up a defense mechanism, being afraid to love someone. Let someone see who you really are. I made an acronym up for thug because everyone wants to be a thug in the neighborhood. Traumatized human, unable to grieve. Stop being a thug. Grieve. We deal with certain things. Talk about it. Get some help. There's nothing wrong with that. Lois Lane.
My name is Damien. I came down here to Barber Church. I was required first by my probation officer. I didn't know if I was gonna like it or not. But I came down here and I seen my brother open mic communications. He spoke here. I had a very good time here. He spoke to me about some of his personal issues or obstacles in his life, so it made me feel welcome and over.
Hi, I'm Heather Rodriguez from GIVE in Monroe County. GIVE stands for Gun Involved Violence Elimination, and we work to reduce firearm violence in the city of Rochester. We've been working with Wayman Daniels from Open Mic Communications for several years now. He comes and speaks to our events every few months and has been an amazing partner in our initiatives and very motivational for all our participants. He's highly recommended, and we hope that you guys choose Open Mic Communications also.
Open Mic Communications is waiting on your call. I promise you this will be the best call you could ever make for our students. 585-524-9997. We believe in making dreams come true. Thank you.